what we needed from the other. Approach to the coven is embraced by my love.
The reading room.
Flit the lights, laid our back.
Holding up terracotta domes. A light trick that made the ceiling appear higher than it was.
Once time when one was ignorant of...
Stops being I or me.
And the vampire of Louis' age is fighting the narcoleptic pull of the sun. Is this Malik?
Morning! Things got heated with the boy. I was at home picking lint off the sofa. Room soiled, and once again I'm here with mop and mindlessness to clean it up. Oh, I clean it up! You make the mess, and I clean it up. Louise, triannual, fuck off and find me with apologies to follow. To seek comfort in the arms of lowlifes and unfortunates and broken children, fine. Revealing our nature to a reporter. What if it was published, passed out on the floor next to him, Louise? And here come the drawings.
Colorless! Dull as fuck!
But what does it mean tonight? Huh? Does he want to lick my boots or chop my hands off? Is it, huh?
Okay. Okay, perhaps.
But am I as boring as the blather committed onto the ferric tapes of your fascinating boy? Oh, it's so hard to be me. Everyone I know wrongs me.
Okay. I'm the vampire.
Brother,
The
he
vampires
tossed
have
himself
murdered
off
my
a roof.
daddy.
My
Made me
sister,
pretend I
she
didn't have
buried
a
me
dick for
alive.
years.
Daughter was my sister, was my throw pillow when he wouldn't look at me kindly. Lestat.
I talked shit about him the whole time.
The name! Unuttered in our home for 23 years, said over and over again until it was pounding in my brain like a hammer. And you threw her name around just for cover, but it always circled back to him. She didn't love you.
I know. Coming back. So,
What is it? Meaningless word. Meaningless. The floor slants slightly north. We should fix that before we sell. The boy. The fascinating boy. He's fine. He's just fine. Oh, he's fine. You're fine. This is fine. We're all fine. Meaningless.
I can see him walking out of the bedroom. The door frame is blocking it.
Okay, yeah. Armand puts the tape and finds the recorder under the TV, brings it to the table. He ejects the tape.
Liked it. A fresh young girl, that was his favorite food. But the triumphant kill for a sadist like Lestat was always...
An eager black hole. I'll keep digging. But I'm not hopeful there's much more to you, Daniel, other than a hole.
Grand jury over the vice president's allegedly receiving illegal...
I'm with him now. I won't tell you why. I won't say where.
Nixon's put me in the car. Where are you? President Nixon's phase 4 directive. It's like I'm still burning. To display Armand, put me in the coffin.
I listened to the tapes. All of them twice. The start. Claudia, the start. But why? It's not exactly how you've talked about him to me. He fumbles his way to publication. While Lestat strolls past a bookstore, nasty embellishments, and comes chasing after you again. If you wanted escape from this prison of empathy I've locked you away in, all you had to do was ask. A final act of service I'd like to perform before I leave you to yourself. I know where he is. I found his voice among the many. Lestat, I told him you were thinking of him again. Lestat,
No.
Yes. I'm here.
he's waiting for you. I'm with him now. He cannot hear you. He has injured himself. I am your maker's voice.
Louis.
Louis, you wanted to say something to me.
Tell him I love him, Armand. Tell him, Armand. Louis. Louis.
You left me for death. Will I be on suicide watch for the next 1,000 years? Have I atoned for my part of Paris? Or am I a reminder of the worst of it? I'll finish cleaning up. Rest. Rest. Shh, shh, shh. Rest now. I've been calling to you for some time. From every bad fix, from the unnamed malaise you feel Sunday afternoons. And now here I am and you can rest. I am the quiet you've been longing for. After all the garishness of life, will I get the fixes I need? Will I be somebody? Will I get the fixes I need to be somebody? A woman in the mold of your mother, vacuuming on Valium. A genteel drinking problem like your father, boiling regret, until one day you're at a traffic light. The light turns green, horns honking, you don't move. Horns honking, you don't move. A comfortable chair in a room that slants to the north. An easeful death. It's okay. It's okay. It'll feel like a bath. Come now. Come. I'll hold you. You rest now. After what you've put me through here, I deserve this.
It's a testament to our companionship.
Are you asking, Maître?
How was your lunch?
Entertaining. He made it all the way to Burj Khalifa. How's Paris? And? I could see you were partial to him. I preserve your happiness even when you don't or can't. Daniel might prove fruitful in later times. How about the Ai Weiwei wallpaper with the Hockney lemons?
Like we're a Ferndale hotel lobby?
Okay. What do you think we should do with the wall?
How big is the Talaman?
An interview about Paris is a more tangible reminder of Paris than a few photographs.
Leave it bare then. Wait for revelation to enter the room.
Here I am, what a vulgar fiend.
I make no judgment of you. No.
Well, I was following your advice, wasn't I? I didn't want to bring the work's anxieties into our home.
Or
Lead with a velvet glove instead of an iron gauntlet was the advice.
feed Santiago his own ego back to him.
What is the end of the...
Take the passage again, Santiago, and a foot forward. It's quite lovely, Sam. What you're doing with it, Santiago? I thought I was being clever. nailing him to the sun him till curfew every night.
I have lived now late,
In retrospect, the buffoon
Which was-
in the audience,
like the light before he made light.
oblivious to the conspiracy uniting around him.
Ticking.
Bravo.
Yes,
You were an ancient.
I was in love. It was love.
Approximately 5 minutes.
Had a piece of house.
Gestures of anxiety, but the sky beyond.
Like he got sick on the canvas.
Sometimes if he keeps drinking and dies.
And what then? The first vampire capitalist. I am going through Sam's new pages.
Clothes off, face down in the coffin.
Trampled on the laws, and I am to reward her for it? To every vampire a dressmaker?
They'll bitch at the moon, mark you in their coffins, but she never fit in. You think you're happy with me now? Can you imagine?
Paris is yours, Maitre.
Respect comes without a shield. You're a manipulator, Claudia de Liancourt.
No.
Close your minds. Both of you. Tu aimerais être l'un des nôtres? They always think they're different. Stronger. Superior. Jusqu'à ce que la solitude arrive. Tu seras un monstre. Tu vas manger des humains comme tu manges ta pomme, la mère, l'invalide. Comment choisiras-tu qui tu es?
Je tuerai sur les bords.
Et quand les derniers vestiges de ton époque auront disparu? Les voitures, les coiffures, les croyances. Comment continueras-tu?
Is there something left of...
Comment vas-tu survivre à l'éternité?
Il est mort de faim dans sa chambre. Portait des vêtements très chics. Devenait de plus en plus maigre jusqu'à ce qu'un jour... Parfois, je le voyais dans leurs yeux. Quand ils étaient sur le point d'abandonner.
Et que feras-tu dans quelques décennies, quand elle se jettera dans le feu? Parce qu'elle le fera.
He said no.
I said I would not do it. I had reasoning.
What was it?
He had never made one,
I have never made a vampire.
You were a 500-year-old vampire.
and he hadn't told me.
I did once. He didn't hear it.
He didn't, no.
The idea repulsed me, repulses me.
Well, at least we can agree it was a disingenuous act.
I went in there
You
open-minded.
walked into
It was an
Madeline's
outrageous
atelier with your mind made up.
Louis' opinion. It doesn't work. Turn around.
But if we stage it in the round,
And where shall we put the audience? Behind the fucking projection screen?
is your companion
Claudia, can you respectfully find another object to buff?
Always a yes, Maitre.
Projections are our aesthetic. That can be remedied!
Found humans on stage.
Ignore him. He'll be back.
The Berlin blockade ended in May.
Are you asking or making me?
Okay. It's okay. Up at the Wolf.
What happened here?
Open her. I thought
Some clothes, few books, cutting from a magnolia tree I've been growing. I could have fought. They might have killed me. They gave me a choice. I chose.
That's what you said to me, right? Standing in my blood, stroking my hair.
You know it is.
That's my memory of it. But you were there too. Then you put in
Stop
there
it!
later.
This is too important a moment in our story for these games. You've remembered what you did to yourself in San Francisco, and you're angry that I erased it. You've no right to be. You asked me to do it. Louis, once in my life, it wasn't in San Francisco. I tore out of Claudia's diaries. We did most of those together.
Not all of them.
And the ones I did on my own were to protect me from you, Mr. Malloy. Why did I owe you my one act of cowardice? Abhorrent consequences that followed. I spent the rest of my life trying to make up for it. I'll never make up for it. But he forgave me for it. Drugs did far more damage to your mind than 5 nights in San Francisco made. You've a sharper mind as any human that walks. You want an apology? I'm sorry. Belated apology number 2. Yes. After you came out of a shower, 3 days after we abandoned him. Continuing on the record, Mr. Malloy, I was a coward.
We've been burying our meals outside St. Denis. Try. Take some less.
I wake up at night and the fans aren't trading insults. Estelle isn't smearing makeup all over herself or humming off key.
Singing.
Betty crisis. It's bliss.
Okay, well, let's get there.
Oh, give me another. Love.
There he goes. Mm-hmm. There he goes. Will he get through the...
That's a little personal. You know. You know. On stage has scripted lines, except for us.
You out to your old boyfriend.
Okay, all right. I sold him out.
And then he put
Armand in one of the boxes. It stopped my heart until I saw the vampire Sam standing next to him, blocking his exit.
A painfully close view of the stage. Or they'd kill me.
And you screwed over Louis, Claudia, and Madeline, and
But he spent the whole performance calculating a way to save me.
An unfathomable sad.
Took all the familiar pieces of Louis's life, defiled them, bent them into a Lestat-shaped effigy.
But look at it.
You knew Louis would be fine.
Lestat went off script again. There was no scripting, Lestat. You cannot script a hurricane.
Over and over.
Until you're left with no sense of what is or what is not.
Didn't work on me anymore. I wasn't...
Waiting for the chum to be dumped.
They had uncovered our crimes there.
Yet she is oblivious to the crime.
Banishment. It took all my strength. Yes.
but not her.
I could not prevent it. I could not prevent it.
Okay. You were there.
And now, a spectacle in the
Arms around each other.
You are all...
I tried to hear what Claudia was saying to Madeleine, but my mind was with Louis. And before Santiago pulled the blackout curtain hiding for the perfectly timed above the theater. Claudia smiled. He could remove them anytime he wanted to.
The craftsmanship was solid. Claudia is dead.
When a vampire starts screaming from starvation, the old plays, the pack hunts revitalized, and Santiago improvised a worse death. He had outwitted me, hurt me deeply, and I played up that hurt. My subjugation cemented his power amongst the Coven.
So,
I placed a sacrifice in an old vault coffin, swapped that coffin for Louis'. I was the defeated vampire, Mr. Malloy. No one was looking. No.
he already betrayed you once. They were his coven for hundreds. Same question to you. They were your coven for hundreds.
I had complicated feelings. No.
Maybe you were hedging your bets?
My prevailing thought was, if I'm not with him, I'm nothing. I went back to make sure the Coven would keep curfew, let you do what you were going to do in safety. Tossed the script at my feet, and I saw the title. And I thought, it's my Coven of 200 years, or him. And at the time, I could not count on your love lasting as long. They rehearsed it with him. I stayed in my coffin when I was there. I lied to you, over and over.
Then what's Nick?
I will spend my life making it up to you. I know. Yes, he's still here.
Stands now.
Why, you crossed an ocean?
Burned.
Here's your death, Lestat. Whatever pale proxy of me, I'll be with him. Just wanted you to know that.
Almost to the day.
We left him there.
Stopped for a moment at the Place de la Concorde, the Luxor obelisk.
I stood.
I don't remember.
I said.
Then sailed port to port. Here, there, everywhere, and Dubai. He loved you. He loved you a great deal. It must have been terrible for him to see us off that night.
Jotting down along the way, salesman. But
Quite figured out how he did it. He wears a decorative helmet on his head when he performs.
Yes, sir.
I do hope you'll join us.
More like 30?
Couldn't get out the door without lobbing one more bomb.
Were you-
And he certainly would have made it known that he had. Shall we take these follow-ups and specious theories to the dining room?
hands. This is to have him look at Louis later the moment he describes meeting him in New Orleans. We need an animation here.
Where did you get that?
Black Angel came.
And now you rise from your chair and walk towards Claudia. The judges will fog her mind.
Where does the bullshit start? Arun. He just took credit for it when the opportunity presented itself. And you...
It's a forgery, Louis.
Sam was their guy and...
Louis.
Louis.
You should gather your